30 years, the History Department has been inviting gifted young scholars into its honors program. Students in this year's distinguished cohort participated in a junior honors colloquium and a senior capstone, followed by an independent study with their advisors to produce an honors thesis. We celebrate these scholars' achievements, and we are proud to have them presenting their research.
Hello everyone, my name is Justin Macke and my majors are History and Political Science. My honors thesis is titled Silence and Complicity in an African Genocide and was advised by Dr. Sheldon Anderson. My thesis investigates the British response, or lack thereof, to the Herero genocide of the Herero people in German Southwest Africa carried out by the German Empire. I contend that the British were acutely aware of what was going on in this German colony, and they did nothing to stop the genocide due to European power politics and the amount of atrocities committed in Britain's own colonies. My favorite piece of evidence that I used through this project was a 1918 parliamentary report on the German treatment of indigenous populations in the former German colonies after World War I. This report basically was commissioned after British colonial forces overtook all of the German colonies in Africa, and in the report, the British have gathered a lot of personal Herero testimonies that testify as to what the Germans did and how the Herero were treated throughout the genocide and afterwards. Interestingly enough, this report was suppressed by the British government after it was published. Years after publication, the British government decided that they did not want anyone to be able to read this report, and they tried to destroy all evidence of it. This was likely because at the time the British were in control of the former German colony and were pretty much committing the same sort of atrocities that led to Hereros revolting against the Germans in the first place. They were stealing land from indigenous people, they were forcing labor upon them, so they didn't want anyone to be able to read their own government's report of how poorly the Germans had treated the Herero people.
Hi Justin, I just wanted to congratulate you on your paper. It's a very meticulously researched thesis on the German genocide of the Herero in the early 20th century and the British indifference to it. You went into British parliamentary papers, foreign ministry archives, and newspapers to develop your argument. So congratulations, well done. It's a very fine thesis.
I just want to say thanks to Dr. Andrew Offenberger, Dr. Nishani Frazier, Dr. Eric Jensen, and Dr. Sheldon Anderson for all of their help through this entire process. I wouldn't have been able to do it without any of them. And I also want to thank all of my friends and colleagues and the honors cohort. We were all very supportive of each other, and it was a lot of fun to do this whole thesis together. Thank you.